So section 4.3 on page 183 asks you to write things as a piecewise function. And you can see here that somebody has written something in a foreign alphabet and made a great big mess of this page to no avail whatsoever. However, let's take this simple one here. X plus 2 plus 1. F of x equals the absolute value of x plus 2 plus 1. To write as a piecewise function, we're going to take this content here, which I will highlight in yellow, and we're going to show two different functions that represent this thing on the graph. Okay. Now, I don't know off the top of my head what it looks like. I'm going to guess it looks something like this. That's just my guess. And what we're going to find out, that there's a way to write a function for this pink section when x is less than this, whatever this is. And a different function will represent this line, the green, when x is greater than that. So we'll write two separate functions that will look a lot like this, but one will be the green line, and we'll put a limitation on it that it's only the case when x is greater than some number here, which happens to be the x value of the vertex. And a different function that represents this line, which is only true when x is less than this line, this value of x, which is the x value of the vertex. So I've already given part of it away. Step number 1, find the vertex. The vertex is negative c over b, comma d. That's the vertex. And negative c, this is c here, the 2, so it's negative 2 over b. b is the multiple of x. In this case it's 1, so it's negative 2 over 1, also known as negative 2, comma. And it's going down that way. Okay. D is 1. Okay, there. Negative 2, 1. So this little value here is actually negative 2. It's a pretty good guess on this graph. Okay, so negative 2 is the value of the vertex. And we know that when x is less than negative 2, it's this. And when it's greater than negative 2, or actually even when it's equal to negative 2, because I will have 0 in here. So greater than or equal to negative 2, it's the green line. So what's the function of the green line? The green line, I'll just do this in green, is y equals x plus 2 plus 1, which is also known as y equals x plus 3. So y equals x plus 3 is the green line. How did I do that? I just took this as a package, so I put brackets around it, and just take it as it comes. So this is only, however, where x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So this tells me the stepwise information for 1/2 of the graph. It shows me the equation of that line, and because I recognize where the vertex is, I know that it's only when it's greater than the vertex that the right-hand stuff actually works. The pink side, let's work on the pink side here. The pink side, I'm going to multiply this junk here by negative 1. So y equals negative 1 times that stuff, x plus 2, and then I add in the 1. And so I work that through, I get negative x minus 2 plus 1, which is also known as y equals negative x minus 1. Y equals negative x minus 1. Why does that not look right? Oh well, it doesn't look right now. But anyways, and that is only where x, of course, is less than negative 2. So it's where x is less than negative 2. And you'll notice that I have a greater than or equal to here, and I have a less than, because we want to cover everything. So greater than or equal to negative 2, the vertex is actually what makes this value in here in yellow a 0. And if it's a 0, it's still considered positive, or it's still considered part of this line here. Okay? So the stepwise function, or the answer to the stepwise function, or if somebody, like a textbook, came along and said, put this in a stepwise function, that's part of the answer there, and this is part of the answer here. And those together form the answer to this question.